Welcome back, guys. We are learning from Otzar Rishiyat Tanakh. We were talking about Chushim ben Dan. So I said, let's look at all the Ma'amrei Hazal on Chushim ben Dan. He's a very interesting character. So let's take a look at him. He's brought down originally first time in Bereshit, Mem Vav dash Chaf Gimel. It says, Uvnei Dan Chushim. The children of Dan are Chushim. So there's a big machloket. Over here, it says in Baba Batra, Shehayu Merubim Kechushim Shel Kaneh. There were many like the reeds. So according to this, and this is brought down Baba Batra, Kuf Mem Gimel, that's 143, Amud Bet. So that means, according to one opinion, he wasn't one handicapped son, according to the Gemara. He had many, many children. But let's continue. Kaved Ozen Haya, Masechet Sota Yud Gimel. Different Gemara says he had a hard time hearing. That's why Hushin. Heresh means he couldn't hear. But it's interesting, if you look in the Mishnah, it says Heresh is Eno Shomeya ve'eno Medaber. It's interesting if you look at the Mishnah, but here it tells us that it's only he had a hard time hearing. Okay, next one. Midrash Agada Bamidbar Kaf Vav Dash Mem Haya Shachor Bigufo. He was black.
Really?
I'm just reading from the book, guys. Okay.
Like Timani black?
I think it means more like Timani black. That's what it means. But by the way,
black or dark?
It says here Shachor. Shachor.
Black.
I mean, yeah. Listen. I'm reading to you what it has here in the Midrash, but we can assume that it was dark. The Jewish people were dark-skinned people. Don't underestimate. We were a Semite nation, and we were a dark-skinned people. Arono Shel Yaakov. This is the next one. Masechet Sotah Yud Gimel. Arono Shel Yaakov, the coffin of Yaakov Avinu. Kivan she'yagel le'me'arat ha'machpelah. It came to the me'ara. Ba Eisav ve'akav lekovro. Eisav came, started delaying. You can't bury him here. Hushin ben Dan ayash shamma. Hushin was over there. Amar lahim. He tells them, Mazeh. He probably told them like this, like he didn't, maybe, he couldn't hear, but he's trying to signal, what's going on? Amrulo, mehakim an shiavu et hashtar mechira me'eretz Mitzrayim. They said, listen, we went to go bring the document from Mitzrayim to prove that this was ours, because Eisav is bothering us that he's the bechor. Amar lahem. So he tells them, ve'ad az yehei avi abba mutal bebizayon. He goes, okay, until we get the document, what are we doing about Grandpa? You're going to leave him here just like that, open like here? He said, hold on a minute. Natal makil v'hidbitzet al rosho. He took a stick and he hit the head. So here it doesn't say a sword, it says here a stick that he did.
And I think Yehuda.
Yatz'u enav naflu al birkav shel Yaakov. So here, according to this Gemara in Sotah Yud Gimel, he took a stick, he hit the back of the head, and the eyes rolled out. According to the other opinion that we learned, there was a sword and then the head. But according to the Gemara, it was a stick and the eyes. Why did I tell you this? Because there's different opinions. You'll see now. Okay, let's look at the next one. This is Bereshit Rabbah Sadi Gimel Dash Zayin. B'sha'ah shetafas Yosef asadik et Binyamin. The time that Yosef took Binyamin, Ka'as Yehuda b'sha'ag bekol gadol. When they went down with Binyamin to Mitzrayim, and Yosef ended up putting in the bag the items, and they ended up finding it. Oh, Binyamin took it. Yehuda said, whoever took it, he'll become the slave. They found it in Binyamin. So Yosef took Binyamin, put him in chains, and started taking him away. What's his name? Yehuda got very upset because Yehuda put his life on the line. He put his olam haba on the line to Yaakov that I'm going to bring this boy back. What ended up happening? He screamed a tremendous scream. V'halach kolo arba amot parsa. It went 400 amot parsa in all the directions. Ad sheshama Hushim ben Dan. Hushim, it was so loud that even Hushim, who was deaf, heard it, and he heard the vibrations. V'kafat me'eretz Canaan u'ba'atzad Yehuda. He ran from Canaan because he wasn't there. He was the grandson. Only the Shevatim went down. He was in Canaan. He heard his uncle Yehuda scream. He ran down. And he started screaming too. He said, we have a problem here. I'm coming with Yehuda.
Isn't that funny that with Yosef, Yehuda was Tza'aka Gdola?
Yeah.
Right?
Tza'aka Gdola, yeah.
And everybody heard, and Pharaoh heard it.
Yeah. Oh, and then he says here, Ubiksha Eretz Mitzrayim lehafich. And they said, listen, if you're taking Binyamin, we're going to destroy the entire country of Mitzrayim now. It says in one of the Midrashim there were 12 different major roads. Yehuda said, listen, me and Hushin, me and a couple of the Shevatim, we're going to destroy the entire country of Egypt if you're going to leave this hostage, Binyamin. And you know what we learn about this? What's Inyan Yoma? That's what we're doing today. They took Jewish hostages, just like Yehuda threatened that he was going to, if you don't take him back, bring him back, he's going to destroy the land. Same thing that's being done today. Midah keneged midah. They took 220, 30, 40. Now, you know what? When we did the first video, remember we did the first video when it happened? It was 169. We read every name. Now we're at 220 or 30 or 40. And you know what? There might even be more because some people were died. They may not have family. They may not have...
Didn't you see the guy who thought his daughter was dead?
And they found her kidnapped. I just saw that video yesterday.
That's heartbreaking.
What?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, so there was a video of an individual that they had informed him that his daughter Lo Alinu had passed away and killed, and he was mourning her, and they were obviously like getting the bodies and everything, and so then they notified him and said, listen, they started to organize the bodies and all the stuff. They said, look, she's not here. She must be one of the kidnapped ones.
What do you mean she's not here? They have a body?
They don't have the body.
So how do they say she's
No, because when they went in, she wasn't answering phones. They couldn't find her, so they assumed she was dead somewhere. There was when they went down there to the south of Israel, there were bodies all over the place. I saw some of the videos, hundreds of bodies.
Yeah, but how you can tell somebody that she died and they don't have
No,
a body?
so they didn't tell for sure. They didn't tell them for sure, but they thought, look, we didn't find it yet, but we're finding bodies every day, so we're assuming she's not here.
Missing, presumed dead.
Missing, presumed dead. And then they found out later. Now, what's interesting here is just like Yehuda, he told Yosef, unknowing that it was his brother. He said, "You're going to kidnap one of my Jewish brothers? I guarantee you, we're going to level this entire place. We're not going to leave anything around. You don't kidnap Jewish people. We've been through enough, and this is what happened back then. And I have no doubt that this is going to be a zechut, that we're going to get back all the hostages.
Amen.
Otherwise, Gaza will become a barren land, just like Yehuda threatened. And this is not my words. It's the words of the current prime minister, that they're not going to stop until every single hostage is going to come home. And even when all the hostages come home, I have no doubt that they're never going to allow a terrorist organization in Gaza again. I think it's going to be all. Baruch Adonai Da'olam. Amen ve'amen.
I think they're either going to take it over or at least have more control.
No, they don't want to take